Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to my next review of Skeletor from the Masters of the Universe line from Sideshow. But before I get on with the review, I have to say congratulations to my wonderful son and his beautiful wife. They welcomed their first child this week, and Emma, 6 pounds 9 ounces, doing fantastic. Guys, you are going to be amazing parents. I'm so proud of you. Now, getting on with the review. Again, just like last time, there are no shortages of reviews online for Skeletor, and the same applies to the amount of opinions that people have about the statue. Generally speaking, most people have been very pleased with this line of statues and the decision for Sideshow to bring these characters to life in this way. But one of the issues with this statue has been many complaints about the amount of non-sculpted material that's used in the statue. I'm not sure if it's plastic or what, but a lot of people call it PVC. But in any event, it's not part of the sculpted statue. It's material that has been affixed to the statue after the fact. But if you look at the material that you're talking about and the way that it's done quite nicely. I, like many other people, am very, very happy with this line of statues. He-Man was done great. Skeletor, I think, again, actually, I like Skeletor better than He-Man. The detail on the statue is absolutely fantastic, and the sculpt of the statue, the body, all done really well. Shading on the statue, done very well. Starting with the portrait, it actually comes with two portraits. One, the green one that you can see here, and you can take the green one off, of course, and put on this guy here on it. I happen to like this sculpt better, more so because of the eyes and the way they're painted. They look really nice, especially under the right lighting. They almost look like they glow. But getting back to some of the more controversial parts of the statue, the ornament that is on the statue, meaning his gauntlets, his shin protection, his chest pad, his kilt, the loincloth, all of which are non-sculpted material. However, it looks really good. I mean, if you take a look at some of these things, for example, taking a look at his chest piece, you cannot deny that it's done really well. I mean, the sculpt, the design, the detail is really nice. Taking a look at his loincloth or kilt, that skull in the middle of it is really nicely sculpted, and there are two snakes on either side of it, and detail throughout the snakes. His gauntlets the same way, really nicely done. Looking again at his head sculpt, now it's kind of two parts to it. It looks like and feels like the skull itself is sculpted. However, the hood is not. It's made of, it looks like it's made of some of the same material that the rest of the armor is made of. But I don't like the hood as much because it does actually look, it doesn't look as well as the rest of the pieces on the statue. It kind of looks plasticky, but not too bad. I kind of wish they had done the same thing with this that they did with Dr. Doom in terms of the cloth and the mixed media, and that being a part, that the hood being made out of that instead of this plastic. I think it would have fit really well with the cape and look really nice as well. But overall, really nicely done. The staff is painted nicely and nicely detailed. It looks just lots of fine detail on this particular staff. The head of it, the skull of the ram, it looks like it is. Looks nice. The back of the skull, the back of the statue, the same thing. Looking at the sword, it looks great as well. The sculpt is nice on that. The cape is a lot like the cape on He-Man, with the mud type appearance at the bottom of the cape, and the stitching on the cape as well is done well. Again, if you look at the detail that's on the, I'm going to call it his shin guards on his leg armor looks great. His feet also sculpted well. One of the reasons why the paint job is probably as good as it is because these pieces are all separate, and they probably were painted prior to being affixed to the statue. I noticed one or two places where I could see just a tad bit of glue where you can see where that was affixed to the statue, but it's not something that's obvious, so it doesn't matter. It looks great. The lava coming from the snake's mouth is looks kind of cool as well. So overall, not a whole lot of complaints that I have about the statue. I'm really excited about the next piece, which is Evil-Lyn. And like I said in the last review, the 12 Days of Sideshow, they announced that She-Ra would be one of the statues in this line as well. I have a different issue with this statue and the line in general, and maybe some of the things that are coming out of Sideshow. But I'm not going to get on too much of a rant, but I just don't understand, I guess, because I look at the He-Man statue. It is $400, and it has a total edition, including the exclusive piece, of I think 3,750 pieces. This statue, however, with the exclusive edition of the statue, has 6,500 pieces that are made to the statue, and it's $50 more than He-Man. I'm not understanding how they came up with that price. It doesn't seem to be any better sculpted or anything like that. And with the things that people did have some issues with, even though I didn't have an issue with it, I can understand having the entire statue not sculpted, but yet be $50 more than a statue that has more sculpt on it. Yeah, I can see that. I just don't understand how Sideshow is doing that. And then along with a lot of the other editions, it seems like the edition sizes are getting higher and the prices are getting higher. And supply and demand just doesn't seem that it would work that way. You know, the scarcity should make the price go up, not that you're producing a lot of these figures. But I like the fact that there's other competition coming along, especially XM Studios and other studios, Iron Studios, other Prime 1 pieces. These statues are starting to approach the third scale Prime 1 type prices, especially when you look at things like Bane and Venom that's coming out, and even Deadpool. The prices aren't cheap. They're getting pretty up there. So I guess unlike a lot of other collectors where I used to be so excited about so many things that are coming out, and now you got to be really selective about what I decide that I'm going to get, because you know it's becoming almost cost prohibitive. I mean, I used to be the guy that had, you know, in a year 12, 13 pieces on order waiting to come in, and then I would sit back and watch how other people who decided to wait would get, you know, all kinds of discounts, you know, free shipping, you know, promotional discounts for ordering it. It almost seemed like I was getting punished for being a faithful customer and ordering early. So I've just kind of cut that short, and now I pretty much won't pre-order anything from Sideshow. I will wait until the aftermarket, because there has not been one piece that I've seen that I've pre-ordered that has not been able to be acquired at a even cheaper price than I pre-ordered it for. So it is like, unless Sideshow comes up with a better program and a better incentive for me to pre-order any more of their pieces, that's not something that I'm going to be doing in the future. That's about all I have in terms of the review of this statue. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in and taking the time to sit, watch, listen to what I've had to say about statues. Like I said, it's just my opinion, and I'm sure lots of other opinions out there, some great ones at that, some things that I've never noticed about some of the things that people review that have helped me tremendously in my decision making. So I appreciate all of you guys, and I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to the channel. So thank you guys. Peace, and take care.